Oh, hey everyone, welcome back. We're covering the day at Brilliant Festival. It's been really amazing seeing a lot of kind of VR, AR projects and projects that kind of are starting to use gamification in kind of children's learning and children learning how to kind of do things in the physical world as well. So it's really amazing to have Pravin from Amazing Interactives here to talk about your work. Do you just want to say a bit about what you do?
Of course. Yeah, so what we're doing is a project involving an interactive sports wall. So what we've done is use projection system to project onto any wall, and using a sensor, a LiDAR sensor, which makes that wall interactive. So we're using either your hand or your touch via a ball to interact with the content that we've created.
And amazing. I totally come from this space and really fascinated in the way that we can use games, and we can use games in so many kind of different ways. What do you think's the value of creating these kinds of experiences?
Oh, I think it's so valuable that, I mean, when you look at children these days, they are interacting all the time using various devices. So it's just a natural way of them getting involved, learning education, and the fact that they're interacting all the time, learning different activities, and sports is one of them. And I think there's a big push where it's fitness as well, getting them to do very simple things, learning to catch, learning to throw, hand and eye coordination are all very important at that very early stage of growing and developing. And I think, yeah, as they get older, those are the skills that they will promote and develop going into adulthood. And I think that's a key message I think they really need.
Yeah, I'm always fascinated by this idea that kind of, because games culture and games is the dominant kind of media form now, that young people, emerging people, talent coming into the world, and it's just not playable. Yeah. And it's been amazing because I think the whole rise of immersive experiences in both the kind of museum, galleries, visitor economy sector, how that's kind of been rising at the moment. Where do you see this all kind of going, and what would you like to achieve?
I think, well, as you can see, yeah, there's the technologies, there's so much technology out there, and it just seems to be growing and growing. And I think kids are, so influenced by it. And I think, that's the way it is going. And in everyday way of life, they are always going to encounter technology. So I think keeping abreast of that, keeping the kids involved, and I think that's the future. The kids will, is to embrace it, and have that as a focus, really.
I think interactivities, it's an expectation now. I think it was Clay Shirky who famously said, in 30 years time, if anything, if something's not interactive, it will be considered broken.
Yes, exactly that. And I think that, and the way, technology is moving, and you see it in, you go to a museum and you've got interactive projects and elements all the time. And that's what the things children gravitate to. They want to be hands-on. They want to see things happening. They want to touch something. And there's a big like cause and effects. And I think that is the way, children are these days and exposed to.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for speaking with us. Where can we find out more about what you do?
So we're on stand A33. Come and have a go. Come and look at our interactive wall. We've got an interactive floor. So yeah, some really cool, amazing stuff.
Cool. Thank you. And we'll be back a bit later.